If you're looking for the best free video recording softwares with which to capture your screens on your Windows PCs, or even to do your screen recordings on your Windows PCs, then this video is for you. In this video, I'm going to show you step by step how to download and set up in order to get the high resolution that you need whenever you want to use this Sharex and various features that you can expect to have there. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel and to this new video. And if you're seeing me for the first time, I am back. And in this channel, I do videos that will help you to rank high in your chosen niche on your videos and get more subscribers, more views, and grow very fast on your YouTube journey. I'm going to show you how to make your video editing very easy by doing screenshots and capturing specific areas. I'm going to show you the tricks that you can use to do that and then be able to get a standard video editing in the long run. Let's get into that straight away. So to download and set up your Sharex, simply go to your web browser and then type in getsharex.com. Once you are there, go to downloads. Click on downloads and then you will see the various versions that have already been published. We're interested in the latest version which was uploaded, which was released on the 19th of August 2025. It is exactly 20 days after the release today. Go to the left hand side, click on this arrow and you will see the drop down menu. You will see the Sharex setup and then the portable zip file. We are going to download two of them. Click on two of them and you can see they are already downloaded here. These are the things we are going to use. We are going to use the setup file to set up this, but we are going to use also the portable zip. We are going to extract it and then use it to set up our video routing. When it comes to that, I'm going to show you. For now, we're interested in setting up Sharex file. Okay, it has finished. We're going to click on it. Okay, click on yes. Make sure everything here is checked. Click on next. Click on install. So once it finishes, you click on finish. And with that, we have finished installing this. Since we have finished installing it, once we go to our file, once we go to our desktop, we are now going to see this. This is the icon of our Sharex. We're also going to see it here when it has finished, you see. And this is the window of this Sharex. When we close this, whenever we want to open it, we can open it. We can open it in two methods. Either we double click here, and then we are going to look here, or we right click here, and we are going to see these options, from which we are going to see everything. The only difference here is that in this one, we are going to see the hotkeys already displayed. What are hotkeys? They are shortcuts that you can use. In these hotkeys, you can easily change it to the one you want. You can easily customize it. How to customize it? Simply right click on this side, and then these, once you click on any of them, you can easily change or customize it. For instance, my start and stop screen recording, I can click on it and then select a key that I want. If you use the numeric key or the alphabet keys, it is not that advisable because while you are recording, you may like to type something, and once you click on it, it will stop your recording. Rather, you use F1 or F2 keys. For instance, I usually use F2 keys. Once I click on it, you see F2 is there. Then for capturing of entire screen, for instance, you can use print screen. Print screen is usually by the right side of your keyboard, so you can see that. But if you want to use another shortcut, you can use it. For instance, I want to use Control plus print screen. I want to change it. I'm just going to click there and then use something like F1 for this. So you can see now I have changed it. But if I want to change it, if I want to set it to another one, to the normal, so if I want to reset it, I'm going to click reset here and then click yes, and it is just usual as it is before. So these are the hotkeys we have. You can just study them and then use them. We have the hotkeys and then the various things or the various shortcuts for them. You can just remove them for now, and then we are going to see these various things we have, the various functionalities or features, and these are things we are going to study in this to show you the best settings you should put your system or your Sharex to get the optimal resolution that you will need for your work, and to help you also in your workflow. The very first thing we have here is capture, we have upload, we have workflow, we have tools. Under the capture, we have this here. You can just click here and you see full screen. If I click on the full screen, it will capture the whole thing on the full screen. You see it now, because it is the first time I'm using this. It's asking me whether I want to upload this. For now, I just say no. You see it is here. Then the second option under capture, you have window. If I click on this, it's going to select any window that is open in this on this my screen. Whichever one I select is going to capture only that one. For instance, here I have many things that are open. For instance, this is a document that is open. Or under here, for instance, I have this open. Okay, so I want to now capture only this here, even though other ones are open. For instance, here is open. When I go to this one, I'm going to select just that one that I want to capture. For instance, this free guitar, this, you see, it is the only one that is captured there. So the next thing is I can decide also to capture the monitor. Now, if you have two or three monitors, if you have 2 or 3 monitors that are attached to your monitor, your main monitor, you can select which one you want to capture. In this case, I have only one monitor, so I'm just going to click on it. For instance, let's say that what is here I have selected is actually this. Once I click on the monitor, it's going to capture that thing that is in the on the monitor already. You can see it is there. So the next thing is a region. If I click on this, it's going to bring these dotted lines. I'm going to select a particular region that I want. For instance, here, I want to select these dates. You can see they have it's already selected. Now you discover something. You see that once it is clicked, you see that while it is capturing, it's also capturing my cursor as it is there. I'm going to show you as we progress in this how you can deactivate this so that when you screenshot, it's only the screenshot and not your cursor that is seen. Okay, for now, let's just continue. Under region light, you have region light. You also have transparent. When you click on this, you are going to get, for instance, if you have a transparent background, you are going to get only those ones. Then last region, we're going to show you is that one that screenshot before. So the next thing will be screen recording and screen recording GIF. But before we go into screen recording, let us first of all go into scrolling capture. Now, what is a scrolling capture? It's a feature of Sharex whereby, for instance, is only this particular portion that is being shown on the screen. But we know that we have, for instance, this is actually a full page. How then do we capture this? We capture it using this feature called scrolling capture. Example also, this is my YouTube channel, YouTube SEO Academy. You can see that if I want to screenshot, only this place that is shown is screenshot. But if I want to screenshot the whole thing, what do I do? I'm going to use this scrolling capture to do that. Let me show you how to do that. First of all, let's use the first example. We have this. What we are going to do here is a combination of what we have learned already. We have learned already before that we have 2 ways of opening this. Either to double click here and then have here, but you discover that when you open it this way, you are going to see a whole lot of things that will cover the space. But when you right click here and then you will see you can easily get something here. Now what we are going to do here is that we are going to open that thing that you want to scroll capture and then go and use this one that is only giving us a small portion and then click on the scrolling capture. Then we select that particular portion or that particular thing that you want to scroll capture and then allow it. You can see it is now reading from up to the bottom. From after that, it's going to give us the option whether to save this. Now I'm going to click on save. When I have done this, you can see now that what we have is a complete feature of this. So you see, when we go here, you can see how it is here now. The same way for our website, what we have, for instance, this is my YouTube channel, and I want to screenshot everything that is on the first page here. Now, there's something we have to learn here. And that thing we have to learn here is that is only when you are using screen capture. Some of the videos that have been done in this thing have not explained this very well. So make sure you learn it very well. If you are scrolling, you have to make sure that you are only selecting those places that are scrolling. For instance, in this one, you discover that this particular side is not under display, and the stream here are also not scrolling. So I'm going to select only this particular portion that is under scroll. I head over to this place again, right click, and then select my scrolling caption. Then I'm going to make sure that the things I have selected are actually within this. You can see now for this one, I just purposely did this way because I know that it's not the whole portion, but you see this particular portion under the green record. These are the ones I need. So I can just save it. You can see our product here now. You can see everything has been uploaded as a single. It has captured the whole screen here. You can see how it is here now. You can see how it is. Just this is second one. Okay, so this is just what I want to show you in this. And then let's go back. You discover that when you have this, these have not been named. These things have not been named. These files that you have recorded have not been named. How do we name them? You discover that each of these files, when you can actually edit them, you can click here and then you have a whole range of things that you can do with them. You can save this image. You can save it as. You can copy image to clipboard. You can print this image. You can edit it. You can even write with freehand there. You can also even add your icons or stickers. You can edit it and add text messages and do many things there. But you are doing it individually. What if you want to do it as a whole for all your screenshots? I'm going to show you what you are going to do there. That leads us to here. Now there is what you call after capture tasks. When you click on this after capture tasks, by default, normally you are going to see save image to file. If not, you click on it, then you see save image to file as. This is very important. Make sure that it's highlighted. In this one, whenever you highlight, by default, you're going to see it as being bolder than others. So the three things we have highlighted here is to copy image to clipboard, to save image to file, and to save image to file as. Now, to show you that this is working, when next we capture something for images, when next, for instance, we capture this whole thing, it's going to lead us to where we are going to write the name for this. We can just say image 1. But it's only happening now because we have actually activated the save image as functionality. Okay. But this is only for this. When it is for video, it doesn't happen this way. We are still going to the idea of the video. Now let's go to the video action. Screen recording. When we click on screen recording, it's going to show all these dotted lines. And when we begin it, it's going to begin to record. But we can also select a particular portion and it will begin to record there. Now, whenever we have selected it, you are going to see these three options: stop, pause, abort. Stop means that we stop and then save. Pause means that we pause it and then we can continue again. While abort means that we save this and then it gets lost. We cannot find it again. Another thing that we have to note here is that when it is recording, when this video is recording, when you come down here, you can see that it is recording. This shows you that the thing is recording. This is very good, very important. When, for instance, I'm going to show you, when we are recording a whole screen, a full screen, for instance, screen recording. In this case, it's recording already, but if we don't have this activated, we will not be able to see whether this thing is recording. We can only do that when we click on this tray icon. But I have already said it. If you don't find this, outside, what you are going to do is simply to go here, click here, and then go to your taskbar setting, and scroll down to other three icons. Click on this drop down menu here and make sure that your Sharex is on. If it is off, you will not be able to see it here. You can only see it when it is inside here, which sometimes you may not be able to see on the monitor. So the best practice is to leave it to on so that you can always see it. Now it is here, and then we are seeing what you are recording. It is still recording, but you can see those stop and all that because it's a full screen here. Then when you are through with this, you can just click here. When you have clicked here, you allow it to save it. Now it saves very fast, but if it is you have taken some time, a very long time, it may take some time. You see the percentage that is being saved. So this is our video that we have just recorded now. You can now play it. You can see it is going, but then it is not named. In this case, we are still going to learn how we can name. The one we have learned how to name is the image. What about the video? We're going to see how we are going to do it. But before we do that, we are going to continue first of all with what we call the application settings. Under application settings, we are going to set up this so that it gives us a better way of increasing our workflow smoothly. In general, we are going to select the language. It is usually by default on the automatic, but you select your language. You have a whole range of languages here. In my own case, I'm going to select American English, then leave every other thing as it is here. Okay, like show tray icon. This is very important for you to understand what it means. Show tray icon, if I unclick it, then I will not be able to see the icon here, even inside this place. So make sure that you open it so that it is here. If you can't see it, you can always navigate to this general, under general to click on it in your system if you don't see it here. Okay, show progress on tray icon. It's very important that you check it also. Remember main window position, you don't need all these ones, just leave it. Then theme. Under theme, you can easily change the color of a particular theme. For instance, the border color for this is black, but I can decide to change it by clicking on these tiny three dots here and then selecting the color I want. In this case, and then clicking OK. You can see it has changed this color here. Example again, the background color, I can decide to change the background color by selecting this and then maybe selecting this and then clicking OK. You can see, but we may not need all this. So what I'm going to do is simply to reset it to the original one, and it is back to the normal. Then another one is the integration. Under integration, just leave everything as it is. Under parts, this is very important. Under parts, then you are going to show where you want your Sharex personal folder, their videos to be. You click here and then make sure you select your video as your part. So select folder. Then for your screenshots, you are going to browse also and make sure you select your pictures for your part. You can see, so all your videos are now going to be saved under videos, they will be named as Sharex. Then all your pictures are going to be saved under pictures. So this is your part you have just set up. Of course, if you want it to be saving on your Dropbox, we are going to see still how we are going to see, or we are going to set that under destination. For this one is if you want to be saving it on your device. Now settings, other settings here, leave everything as it is there. Main window, you are going to see this thumbnail view. You can see it is selected. That is why we have this at the thumbnail view. You can see how this is. But if you selected this list view, you can see how it is going to be, which is not so wonderful. So we just go back to that and then select what is the main window as thumbnail view. Then we have our clipboard format. Leave it, upload, leave everything as it is here. History, we're still going to set up history here. So for now, leave it. But you are going to set up just two things. Simultaneous upload limit. Just leave it on 5. But then number of times to retry, you may just make it something like 3 times to retry before if upload fails. This is when if you are among those, if you prefer to upload your video to something like your Dropbox or to online video. That is why it's called Sharex, because you can share it easily to online. Okay, then others there, you just leave all these things here as it is. Next thing is your tax setting, which for me is the most important setting as far as video recording is involved. Pay attention to this, please. Now, under the general, we are going to leave all these things open. Play sound after capture is made. Play sound after task is completed. Play sound after action is completed. Show toast notification after task is completed. All these are very important. Please leave them as they are. Then the next thing is duration. post notification, leave all these things as they are here. Rather, you come down to image. Under image, make sure that for your capture of image, it is in PNG. Although you have other options here like JPEG or GIF, you can decide to use them, but for highest quality under image is always PNG that is the highest quality. Then effect, you can decide this, but just leave it as it is. The same thing with thumbnail, just leave them as they are here. Rather, let's go down straight to these places. Capture, maybe you want screenshot delay, maybe you want to, before you screenshot, want the delay. For me, it doesn't matter. Just once you click it, it just goes. So that is why my own is 0. But you can decide to check or to increase it to other parameters. Then region capture, just leave it as it is. Then screen recorder. This is the most important as far as you are looking for a resolution that is more than 720 dp, because here you are going to connect those things that we have already downloaded while we are trying to set this up. Now, when you click on screen option, you will see use custom Ffmpeg path. Click on this. Then you go back to your downloads and discover that thing that you have downloaded, that zip file that you downloaded. You are going to extract it at this moment. See it here. Right click here and then click on extract all. Then browse where you want to extract this to. Click here and then you go to the document. Maybe you find a file, you create a new file here. Then call it Sharex Ffmpeg. Let's call it Sharex Ffmpeg. Under document, then select this folder, and then let us extract it into that folder. It's going now to extract into this folder called under documents, Sharex Ffmpeg, under documents. What this means that once we're able to do this, we are going to find the Ffmpeg inside it and then link it to that thing we have here. Make it as our source here eventually. When we click on this, we're going to link it to that. So for now, let's just leave it until we have finished extracting these files there. Okay, now we have finished extracting this file and you can see the file here. This is the file. So we now go to where we were before and then click on this. Then we go to our document. Under document, we scroll down to Sharex Ffmpeg. Then we select the file that is named as Mpeg here, Ffmpeg here. So once we have selected it, then we have been able to connect it. So next thing will be to select your video source. If you are using something like NVIDIA, you select it here. That is your graphics card or AMD, whichever way you are using. For my own, I'm just clicking on graphics card here. Then audio source. If you have another audio source, for instance, if you have external audio source, once you click on it, you'll be able to see it here. In this case, I don't have any other audio source. It's only the internal one. So internal microphone, that's what I'm going to select here. In your own case, you may have another one. You can select it there. Then install recorder devices. If you have a recorder device, external recorder devices, you will click here, you'll be able to install it. Then under video encoder, you select the first option, or you will select the HEVC, NVEC, ANC. These are wonderful options you have, but the best and the most widely applicable is the H.264. Select it, and then under audio encoder, you select MP3. Then click on use bitrate. Then you discover if you don't use it, click on it, you see CRF, but use bitrate actually. And then select under bitrate, you select something like 20,000. Then your quality, use quality number 7. You don't want it to be high, too high, because if it becomes too high, you may begin to have a wrong video. The video that is too high, that is maybe drawn apart, they destroy your video. But you don't want also to be very low. You are going to be a little above the middle ground, which is 5. Middle ground or 4.5, but then you are going to use 7, which will give you a better quality, higher resolution. Then for preset, leave it at ultra fast. After you have done this, then you have set your resolution to the best quality. This will give you the best quality you will need here, which is 1080, that is 1920 by 1080 for MPEG. That is the best it can give. Okay, after I'm going to show you other alternatives in case you want for 2K or for 4K. So we have set this, then our screen recording FPS, make sure it is on 60. These are things that are going to give you, that is the frame per second, you're going to keep it on 60. For your GIF, you can also set it on 60 or many other bits. Leave it in 15 since GIF are usually very light video or picture video. Show cursor in recording. Now, this is what I told you before. You discover here that when we are taking this video, when we are taking this screenshot, these things we actually here. But when we remove this, you discover that you can now do your screen recordings without having the screenshot there. I'm going to show you how it is done. So under region capture, when you are under region capture, you are going to deselect this, detect window regions and allow cursor have hover capture. Deselect this so that you will not be able to get it whenever you select a particular region. And then also for video capturing, when you go to under video capture, you deselect this show cursor recording so that if you are recording, you will not be able to see it. But if you want to, when you are recording your video, you want to be using cursor to show things, then in that aspect, like I'm doing now, you have to select that, make sure it is okay, make sure it is on. Make sure that this thing is very on, so that when you are recording, you'll be showing this just like you are seeing me doing now. So once you are done this, then you come down. Okay, then you come down to hotkeys. We have already talked about hotkeys, and then you're able to select. Remember how we are doing it? When you click here, you'll be able to select, for instance, I want F2 to be my start and stop screen recording. Okay, then select all others you want. After that, we have our destination settings. Under destination settings, you have these various places that you can actually upload the things that you have actually finished recording, either your screen records or your image captions. You have a whole range of things where you're going to upload them to, something like your OneDrive or your Dropbox or your Google Drive. Once you select any of them, then you are going to see the other options that you are going to set up here. But we are not interested in doing that because we have already selected that you want to put it on or inside our device. So in that case, I'm just going to leave this. Then the screenshot folder. Under the screenshot folder, we are going to see everything that you have screenshot. Under the history, you are going to see everything you have here that you have already either screenshot or you have recorded. Then image history, all the images here. Then debug, just all this debug. If you have any problem, you can report it through the debug. Under destination, you have a whole range of things. Each of them have a drop that you can always use. Now that you have set them up, if you follow all these things, you'll be able to set them up very easily on your desktop or your system. And the last thing we're going to do is the comparison about this Sharex with other. That is the alternatives to Sharex. What are the alternatives? We have two basic alternatives for every window. And that is, the first one is OBS Studio. Second one is SreenRec, the one I'm using right now to do this. Now, for OBS, that is actually one of the best out there. And with that, you can record more than even 2K or even 4K. You cannot record up to 2K using Sharex. So that is the advantage of OBS to Sharex. But then what is the disadvantage? For a learner, for a beginner, OBS can be so Herculean. It has a very steep learning curve. It is very, very hard for you to learn easily. So if you're looking for a easy one that will give you the best quality you want, you can use Sharex. What about SreenRec? SreenRec, which is the one I'm using here now, is also very good, but the free version of it can only record 720p resolution. If you want a higher resolution, then you know you are going to pay for it. Then lastly, you also have an inbuilt one in your laptop. Depending on the laptop you are using, you can see webcam there. And then if you're using a game laptop, for instance, the one that has a good graphics card, you can also use that and then be able to find a good screen recording option there. But if you want a dedicated one, then that is where Sharex comes in. I believe this has solved their problem. If you like this video, please subscribe to this channel and give it a thumb up. You can also share it to others so that they will learn this and be able to make a good presentation of their video tutorials by recording what they are doing their presentations right on their desktop. See you next time, and if you like this video, please share it to others and subscribe to my channel. God bless you.